Hello everyone. Now in this session we will know about the next concept related to a template. That means a template related to the class. And before that we will know about the difference between the type name and the class keyword. The C++ add two new keywords to support the template concept, that is a template and type name. The second keyword as a type name can always be replaced by keyword class. Means the difference between the type name and class is there is no any difference, but the initially as a template with a template, and we defines the type name as a class as a keyword, but afterward we change, or it may be one, or it may be a next version of a C++, it's come with a keyword with a type name. That's why if we view the old version of the C++ codes, it's run with a template with the class keyword. Our new version comes with a type name. That's why we will go with a simple example, which one is run with the code, and we'll just to change the type name with the class, right? And that one is no reflection with this code. We just do a type name, that one is actual the type name and class difference. There is no any difference between the type name and class keyword. If we change here as a class, and we just do a save this, and when we run it, it run properly, or it may be there is no any reflection with the, if we use a class keyword or the type name keyword. Okay, that is the basic concept. Now the class template, in a previous lecture we've already understood about the template with the function. Now the class template, we can say that is like a function template. Class template are useful when a class defines something that is independent of a type, independent of a data type. Means what? It's again, so the next, that means a class template is class template like a function template. This is simply the code. If we passes or defines some data type with a different type of data under the class, then this is simple example. We will go with the example and know about how exact the class template work and the useful. This is the code. This one is simply, here we define a class as a class math, and that we can say that this class is a template class because of whatever the class, or it may be a function. If we define a template line in before the class or the function, it comes with a template class or the template function. Now how exact we use the type name, or it may be a data type as a u under, or it may be any name of the data type, and which one is used under the template class or the template function. Now we already know about the template function. Now we will know about the template class. Now the template with the type name u is whenever we define data type as under the class, we define as a u as a data type, which one is accepts any data type value. Then private, it defines data member, that is first and second, with the data type is a u, and that one is a template data type, we can say that, which one is accept any type of a data. Now the public, it contains a function with a math function. So we can say that's a math is a class name. That's why we can say that this is parameterized constructor. We can say that it's a math, and it's this one is a parameterized, this one is a normal constructor. Now it contains again one more member function, that one is add number, and which one is inherited, or it may be not inherited. This one is again initialized or declared outside the class. That's why this code is mentioned with void math with return type as a template data type, and we call the add number function here. And why it's mentioning like this? Because of the class which one is template class, then we need to mention like this with a defines a function under that template class. Now the main function, it's math is class with a int and we passes the object a, right? This one is object creation process. Now the object type, we can say that is integer data type. Then which type of constructor is called? It's simply the non-parameterized constructor is work. It prints in constant. Now for this line, now the math with double and the object is created and it passes with the value of a floating value. Now if we check it, or if we run it, it prints a particular addition of these two number and print the inconst, right? It simply prints a inconst first because of this object creates calls this math constructor, and then this one is a parameterized constructor which means calls the template class with the object obj, and when this line is compiled or run, then it go with the here it passes this value to a and b. If we passes the integer also, it runs the same code. We will check it with the integer also. Now it's simply the first a assigns to the first variable, then b assigns to a second variable. Now it go with again it calls add function and it add the first plus second and print it under this function, and it prints as a 30.10. If we remove this comment, it calls the same code of math, this one two times, one for the double and one for the integer. That one is actual the power or the use of the template class. And okay, obj, what's the error? Okay, that one is simply the same object is called, that's why save, just to change with the name of object. Now it compiled, now it prints two times of value. We need to again math obj1 and it passes to this value when it call it again obj1 with the int, right? Okay, we just to change add the both math, we call the both function with the passing the double or it may be a float value and passing the integer with a different object, but the code is same here, assigning the value and again adding the value for the both. That one is simply the it runs the code and it prints this call is a object prints in a const. It calls this function of math. Then this one is called because of double obj. It calls this. It matches the parameterized here parameter here, two parameter, and it prints a 30 plus 4. Now it's called obj1 with the two value of integer. It's again accept the integer also and prints the addition of the both of a number when it calls it, right? This is simply the use of the template class. If without template, it's again a problematic. It gives, we just to comment here, and if we mention here as an int, right, then it's again difficult to send the we just to comment here, save. Now white main, so simple class, it's simply the change. We need to change all the details or it gives an error, right? And if we run with the template, then definitely that one is again useful If we passes the integer, then it calls the same code of this parameterized constructor for the float or for the double and for the int. This is again a reduced code as compared to the normal class or normal constructor calling. It calls the same code for the different type of data because of the template. And that is simple the example of the class template. Now it's an explanation about the class template and the difference between the type name and the class keyword. Thank you.